Hey, 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 my friends. Hey, my friends. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all just don't know. Before the show, while I'm doing my makeup, making sure my set is good and everything. Um, got my microphone peeking through, but I be back here jamming, like getting hyped, like whatever your thing is, my thing is YouTube or whatever. Um, Yeah, perfect timing, right? Because I just logged off over there and then I just hopped back on here. So yeah, perfect timing. But yeah, so like before the show, I am back here, backstage, however you want to call it, rocking out. So by the time my show starts, I'm pumped and just ready to go. So I hope y'all are having a good Monday. And even if it's the trashiest Monday ever, please find a moment to be thankful, find something to be thankful for, find something to be positive for whatever it is that's going on. There's so much negativity going on in the world. I just choose not to live in that space. I just can't. It's way too much going on. I can't do it. So anyway, y'all, it's Monday. It is 4 o'clock on the West Coast, Arizona time, 7 o'clock for those of you on the East Coast. And if you don't know who I am, for some strange reason, I'm Melissa Berry, your host. So y'all, I'm going to tell you, after my hellos and all the house business, this little docket that I have, we got a lot to discuss. We have so much to discuss today. And if there's something else that you think that I don't have on this cute little list, please drop me a comment. If you have my number, go ahead and text me. Melissa, don't forget about this. Because I'm telling you, just when I was making up the docket and doing, preparing for the show, and I was like, oh, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be serious 1 minute and then absolute bonkers the next. So hold on tight. Stay tuned. Let's get this conversation going because that's what we're going to do. We don't do nothing else over here. We're going to talk about it. Okay. So anyway, y'all, let's get through our hellos and everything. And then, our shout outs, and then we'll get the topics going because it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, some serious, but y'all, this one story, all I got to say is penis and ox cord. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned. So anyway, Shakita Woods. Hey girl, hey, you were the first one in the chat. I appreciate you coming in, supporting as always. One of my mods extraordinaire, Just Me 82. What's up, girl? I love your new hairstyle. Love it. The color. Love it. Hoytisha Harris. Hey girl. Hey, royalty queen as usual. Perched as usual. Blessed reborn. Perched as usual. Ready to go. I'm telling you, y'all. Trash can waves. Hey nephew. Perfect timing. Yes. No, she not rocking my favorite hairstyle on a woman. Yes, I am. Look, that I do it. Well, I was gonna say transverse, but that ain't the word. Versatile over here. You come over here tomorrow. No, I won't cut my hair that short, but it's a little versatile over here. I thought I was on your mod team. You are. What I do is I put you on and then I take you off after the live because I want you to come back, So yes, you are definitely on my mod team. But the reason why you see Just Me 82 on there all the time is because she is my family. Like, I think she's family. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, she's family. So don't get offended, y'all. If y'all mod 1 week and then you're like, what happened? It's just the way I do it, So I know some people just keep their mods, whatever. But shout out, Blessed. If I remember, I will definitely add you back today. Give me a shoe if you want to do it today. Good afternoon, blessings, y'all. Yes. Monica Pierce. Hey, Monica. Good to see you. Blessed. Our wrench disappeared. I'm gonna give it back. Hold your horses. I just explained what I do. I give it and I take it away every day. It's just the way I do it. Because quite frankly, if I could just be blunt, mods have a lot of control of the channel, what comes in, what comes out. And I want to make sure you're true. I'm not going to keep you a mod, but you two definitely come all the time. So, thank you, Blessed. Thank you. So yeah, don't take offense. Don't take offense to it at all. Hold on to your butts. You need to, because I'm telling you, the conversation today, especially you, Trash Can, like I already know the jokes are coming. So just rev them up. Because like I said, one of the stories, ox cord and penis. That's it. Do I need to say anything else? I'm just saying. Oh no, what happened, Royalty? I'm gonna remind her. Nope, it was intentional. It's what I do. It's what I do. No offense to anybody. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But I'm gonna add you guys back before we get the conversation going. What? You can't leave me hanging on that combination. Listen. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, it's so cute. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Vivid. Good to see you out here on my live. My Vivid, what's up, beautiful? You getting a shout out from Trash Can. Bless wants to be a mod. No offense at all. We was just kidding. Yes, I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna go on there right now. As a matter of fact, let me do view on YouTube, and I'll get you guys on there. I think you guys will agree with all the foolishness and mayhem that we have going on in these YouTube streets. That is only add moderator and nope. One more. There you go. All right, friends. Y'all should be good to go. So anyway, none taking. No offense taken. Trash Can Waste just finished work day. Nice, 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 nice. You had me at penis and cheese wire. I'm trying to tell you. Just hold on. Hold on. Who else I need to shout out? Glad you kick your shoes off, my Vivid Life. Yes, kick your shoes off, get a beverage. I'm here. I feel like this one's going to be a long live only because, like I said, on my docket without my subscribers adding anything, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 topics. So y'all know how we do. It's Monday afternoon. We haven't seen each other since Friday. And so, of course, so much happens between then and now. So we're going to get the conversation doggone started right now. But before you do that, make sure that if you were a part of the 2 Sundays ago, how to find the right one. How do I know he's the one to marry and all of that? Again, the husbands are coming this Sunday. I'm going to make a commercial for it. I didn't have time for it today, but the husbands are coming this Sunday, so make sure that you tune in. It's going to be a treat of all treats. So here we go. Here we go. So yeah, y'all. Remember, mods, we can agree to disagree. It's just the pornographic stuff. This ain't the space and the place for that. But and then the foolishness and mayhem, which I don't think it would be too much of that. So anyway, first. I think this is a light one. So those of you that know, I follow De'Ara and Ken, and I'm kind of invested in my internet nieces and nephews relationship, just to a little bit. Well, anyway, over the weekend, De'Ara announced that she gave a video of her house tour. And so a lot of people that were their fans are really, really kind of mourning because they feel like, oh, this is the end of their relationship for sure. Now, I'm team, not necessarily. I'm telling you right now, mark my words, leave a comment down below. Do you think because De'Ara posted this video, is this a new era of their relationship? They are completely done. I'm going to tell you what I think. I don't think they're completely done, but I think they're on like a break, but don't play with me. That's what they're on. De'Ara and where you been? Okay. Long story short, Ken got caught cheating again or flirting with a girl. He was drunk on live playing with his friends and flirting with these girls. Or he was playing Madden or whatever, and he was flirting with these girls. De'Ara finally had enough. They hadn't posted for like 2-3 months. You got to watch my video because I posted a video talking about their apology. Here we are now, to where now after not the apology, they posted the we're still friends. We're still going to have our channel. But here's my channel. Here's his channel. And so now we see De'Ara with her apartment. This is the next video. So they haven't really been posting together, but they have been seen together. People have seen them together. So I think that they're wiser. They're like, you know what? We're tired of y'all telling me all his every move. I know he's a dog, but he's mine. So yeah, I don't think that Ken and De'Ara, this is just me. We can look in the future. I don't think my internet nephew and niece are done. They're not done. They're absolutely not done. But they're done to me. And we could take They're little kids. They're my little internet nieces and nephews. Trash Can Wave says, I don't think I know them. Absolutely foolishness and mayhem. Some of the mindless, they're the teenagers in the streets. But anyway, but I know some of us used to follow them when they had a couples channel. So that's my take on them. I don't think that they're completely over, but I think they're on a break. She's trying to find herself. She's trying to find her voice. She's trying to find her freedom. But at the same time, I just don't think not obsessed, but as connected as they were, I just don't see Tierra just going, okay, you can have them. Even though Ken is definitely for the streets. So yeah, on to the next story. So the thing about it is, leave a comment down below if you have anything to add to that. If you've been in a relationship where it's like, okay, it was like, okay, we taking a break, but do not try me type thing. Absolutely. So I can see that being that, because they were together. She was 19, he was like 24. So they've been together for a minute, and she's now 24. So yeah, or 23 or something like that. So yeah, we'll see where this goes, but that's my bet on that. So the next one. So let me see. So that's Miss Tierra giving us a house tour. I honestly did not watch the video because I have no reason why I didn't watch it. I can't even tell you anything. But anyway, next story, not case. Jeannie Mai and Jeezy announced that she is pregnant. They are expecting a baby. So here's the first part of that. My husband and we were having a conversation yesterday, and I was telling him that I think it's weird when people are like, oh yeah, and Trash Can Waves, their channel is millions and millions of followers. So just to backtrack a little bit, I think it's really, really hard to separate when they made a channel together with millions of subscribers, and now they have to separate. And how does that look like, or whatever? So I think they were forced into separate channels just so they can separate the money and stuff like that. That's not the couple where the husband does the gold digger prints. No, not that one though. I think you're talking about CJ So Cool, I think, but who knows? So anyway, Jeannie Mai. But before we get to Jeannie Mai, let me know. Drop a thumbs up if you are, thumbs down if you aren't. I think it's weird when couples say, yes, we're pregnant. No, we're not pregnant. I'm pregnant. You helped me get pregnant, but we're not pregnant. And so he was like, well, I help. So it's I'm not pregnant. Let's do a disclaimer right there. That's not what I'm saying. This is a caveat to Jeannie and Jeezy. So we were talking, and he was like, no, I had a part in that. I said, but you're not pregnant. In the true meaning of the word, there's no we're pregnant. I said, are you pushing? No, but I'm going to help you. Are you taking, it's my baby, I'm going to take care of it. Da, da, da. And I was like, all of that is true. I said, but is it your hot flash? No. Is it your menstruation? No. Then it ain't your pregnancy. You are not pregnant. And then finally he started laughing. He was like, yeah, and I know that that's a lot of things where, some couples, they're like, we're pregnant. And it's just me. I just think it's weird. Let me know what you think, if you think that's weird. So anyway, hey, Sunshine. Trash Can Waves says, hey, Sunshine. So Rochi says, hello. Oh, y'all saying hello. So let me know. Y'all don't leave me hanging. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if y'all are team we're pregnant, or is the woman pregnant and the husband is expecting a child. Like, come on. I agree. They should say we're expecting a bundle of joy. Exactly. Oh, well, listen, my husband was sticking to his point until I started breaking things down. Are you dilating? No, I'm dilating. Are you menstruating? No. Are you? So there's no we thing. Like there's just no we there. So anyway, that's just the kind of stuff that him and I debate just out of sheer Melissa just thinks. So anyway, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. And they just announced that she is expecting a baby. I absolutely, positively adore this photo. I think the blue, and I know this has nothing to do with where we're going to land, but this blue is doing what she wanted it to do. I'm not sure if that, I have to zoom in on the shoes, but right now the shoes aren't giving me just what I want them to give, but I'm not sure what I would want them to give. So I think it's perfect because I wouldn't want it to overshadow the blue dress. So the backstory behind this is Jeannie Mai was she's on the reel. So she's with Lonnie, Adrian, I can't say, I want to say her name is Garzel Garbal. I don't want to mess the lady's name up, but I don't know how to say her name. But she announced today that she's pregnant and everything. And last week, Tamar posted and kind of busted her out and was like, oh yeah, you pregnant. A couple of days ago. Oh yeah, you pregnant. I'm happy for y'all. And so, and people in the comment section was like, okay, you know, you can tell when celebrities are pregnant because all of a sudden they want to take pictures like this or just something weird. So anyway, that's not the point. The reason why I wanted to bring this up was because, hold on. So I'm here for the pics. Yay, me too. Hey, Shannon, how you doing? How's my niece? I love those pictures. Aren't they beautiful? I'll put them back up in a minute. Shout out to the fan man that helped with this pic. I envy you. Oh, you envy him because you see all the business. Them shoes are very much given. I'm pregnant and my feet swollen. Exactly. I'm not necessarily a fan of her. Something about her attitude just rubs me the wrong way. We're going to get on that. We're going to get on that for sure. So for those of you that don't know, Jeannie, yes, has been problematic in the past for the things that she says. Now, what's the big deal? Why is everybody celebrating this pregnancy, this, that, and the other? Jeannie was married to someone else who I actually follow his wife, the ex-husband's wife. Really cute kids. He ended up having kids. But anyway, Jeannie, when she was married to this guy, she was like, I don't care what he says. I'm not having kids. I'm not going to be a good mom. I don't want kids. He needs to leave me alone. Ended up getting a divorce. Then she gets with Jeezy, still talking a little bit on the show about how she doesn't want kids. A lot of people are really turned off by her just from some comments that she said. Now, I do know one of the things that she said, and I don't want to misquote her, but she said something about she likes her meat dark or something like that. Now, here she is married to a white guy the first time. But what's significant about this is, let me show y'all the picture again, because it's given. What's significant is the fact that now she's pregnant. And when I watched that dress is awesome. That dress, listen, I don't know what them shoes are problematic. Why are you over here? I don't need you on there. I didn't need you to come on there. But anyway, she on today's show, she talked about it, she revealed it, and then she went on to talk about how because of the love of Jeezy, he is the reason why she now wants to have a kid. She's happy about it. You know, she got that dark meat dark in it and doing what it's doing. And she's hypnotized. And now she all for babies. So my question is, well, the first thing I want to say is, I guess that is a perfect example of never say never. Never say never. And that's why, I mean, I've lived long enough to never say never. Never, I mean, putting your mouth on people's children or whatever. Of course, we all have opinions about stuff, but I usually just say, gosh, I hope that my kids never blah, 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 blah. Yes. Trash can says, she the chick with young Jeezy? Yes. Looks nice. Wouldn't want to be downwind though. Yeah, she didn't want to have kids. Now look, nope, she did not want to have kids at all. It's the color blue for me. It's the color blue for me too. Like I'm gonna screenshot it and tell my husband he need to find me something in that color blue. I ain't even gonna look. He'll find it. But that's really cute. Yeah, she didn't want to have kids. So now look, so she didn't want to have kids. Never say never. Can you think of a never say never moment for you? Because a lot of people are really coming down on her and they're really like, you know, she was disingenuous. Now all of a sudden she wants a baby. They don't believe that she really wants to have a baby, or like she, you know, they're really saying like she was being shady towards the ex-husband. I tend to believe that, as she said, when you're loved and in a loving relationship, Jeannie had things that she need to heal from. That's just the bottom line. And I think that when she got in a safe place, when she got in a safe space with her own self, that's when she was able to open up and say, okay, I want to have a baby. That's why when we talk about things on this channel, I always talk about healing from within, because a lot of stuff that you hear, some things that you hear your parents say, your mom say, different people say about men, marriage, dating, finances, anything could really be coming from an unhealed, traumatized space. And here you are taking that advice. So we have to make sure that we're healing, because now she looks hypocritical to some people. And Sunshine Shishi says, Jeezy changed all that noise. I'm sure he did. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I'm sure I'm sure he did. And girlfriend got her a brother, and she was smitten, and she was gone. And she said, okay, I'll have all the babies. I will have all the brown babies, okay? But I'm telling you, that dress is doing what it's doing. I got to give her that. Jeezy has 2 other kids. And she was saying how when they first got together, they both were like, I don't want kids. You don't want kids? Okay, we don't want kids. Great. Let's just have fun. And as their love grew, she said, or whatever, they both found themselves in the space to just say, yeah, we're ready to have kids. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm not team, let's just announce everything to the world. If she just would have kept her marriage private, kept her stance on having children private, just a little bit, and just say, we just don't have kids, then nobody would feel like right now she's being hypocritical. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling about this Jeannie Mai's having a baby situation. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not invested one way or another. I think the biggest lesson for me to bring to you guys is never say never. Never say never, because you just don't know what the future holds, you know. Yeah, so leave a comment. Let's talk about it. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So hello, Facebook. I haven't forgotten about you guys. Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch, all you guys. If you're streaming in, it's Melissa, your host, coming at you with another Monday night chat. And I will be here tomorrow. I take Wednesdays off, and then Thursday and Friday we will be back live. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and definitely comment. I like the interaction of the show. So yeah. So Mrs. Queen L says, right, I totally agree. And those of you that are of a certain age, I know 35 and below, I feel like the world is your oyster. You feel like you control a lot of stuff still. And you just think, you know, I don't know, when you say never, never's going to be never. But when you live long enough, you realize there's so many external factors that are beyond our control, that word never is really shaky. Like, you really got to be careful about what you never. What you say you never. Because I personally, I mean, we laugh about this all the time. I know I wanted like 3 kids, but there's no way I would have thought that I would have had 5 plus my cousin. There's no way I would have, basically 6 kids. No way, no how. But that changed real quick, really quickly. Jeezy changed that noise. Yep. Hello, soul brothers and soul sisters. Blessings to all. Hey, how you doing, Black Tropical? She changed young Jeezy. That's why he was able to get on stage with Gucci Mane. Yep. For me, a never say never moment when it comes to dating or marrying outside my race. I believe love is where you find it. You know what, Bless? That's a good point. You know, my daughter just got married outside of our race. And she never dated anyone outside of her race or anything. And it wasn't like she was going to look for someone or whatever. That was something that she least expected. But love is love, you know. I have a daughter of a different sexual orientation, and I never say never. Like, you just never know. Like, you know, when she's 3 or when they're 13 or 14, you could say, you can have all the dreams in the world for your family. You can have all the dreams in the world for yourself. Hell, I'm sitting up here looking for a dog for my husband. Okay. As a matter of fact, I need y'all dog lovers to help me. So anyway, Never say never, because you just never know. And usually a lot of times, like I said, when someone's so finite as never, it's usually coming from a broken place. Now, there are some things that we should never, right? It should be some things, we should never, but y'all get what we're saying. We ain't got to be deep about it. Y'all know what we're saying. So anyway, so yeah, never say never. I was just on here a couple of days ago talking about this dog, and how I can't stand dogs. And now I'm trying to find the dog. Let me show y'all the dog, because he won't be great. I don't want to put y'all in my family chat. Okay, let me make sure I'm not doxing myself. Yo, what kind of dog is this? He's and I want him to stay that little. He's the absolute cutest. Now, if he brings home that, I'd be okay. But yeah, isn't that cute? I keep looking at my phone, making sure. Y'all tell me what kind of dog that is. That's y'all's assignment. I'll bring him back up. But yeah, never say never. You live, my stories can go on and on and on and on and on. Some really serious, some very trivial, as far as never. I'm back on my weight loss journey. A year ago, I was about 2 sizes smaller on my journey. Thank God I didn't gain a whole hell of a lot of weight, but that's going to be a big dog. Oh, see, nope. I told him if it gets big, he cute now though. He was like, oh, he's a puppy. But anyway, here I am back in the gym, losing weight, whatever. A lab? But I'll show him again. A mixture. You think he's a mixture? You think him so cute? But yeah. So never say never, and just keep a humble spirit or whatever. But anyway, Jeannie's having a baby. I'm really surprised. Leave a comment if you think it's a golden doodle. Leave a comment if you're surprised that Adrian and them aren't pregnant. I'm really surprised. I feel like Adrian would have gotten pregnant after she said I do that night. Let's make it happen. I'm not in her business, and I really don't follow her because she's an airhead to me, to be perfectly honest. So I don't really listen to her, but she strikes me as the type, when I was doing my makeup, I saw that and I could not get it. There we go. She strikes me as, the Christian, they don't get big, you don't think? But she strikes me as a type like, oh, Christian lady, we're going to get pregnant, whatever, like soon. But Israel's an old guy, okay? Whether he want to believe it or not, she married an old guy. And he has at least 3 kids, if I remember correctly. So anyway, never say never. Either way it goes, a beautiful bundle of joy is going to come into the world, and I wish them well. I hope it's healthy. And yeah, there you go. I would agree with you, Blessed Born. Our dogs replace our wives. There's some things that a dog cannot do that only I can do. So he better not replace me. The black dude that was washing the Chihuahua's face was funny. Drop a link. I don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna stay small, you think? So what kind of dog is it, y'all? This was not on the docket. But anyway, since we're here, we may as well park. So again, I guess, okay, this is Monty on stage. If y'all don't know who this is a picture of Kev on stage's dog. Again, you never know what kind of content we're going to have on this channel. See, there she go again. Maybe it's a piece of glitter. It's probably a piece of glitter. So anyway, Kev on stage just gifted his son a dog. But him and Melissa have taken over that dog. But they showed a picture of it, and I fell in love with that dog immediately. He is so cute. And his name is, I don't even want to say his name, but when I saw it, I was like, that's the dog I want. He's so cute and fluffy and everything. And if you don't know my story, you got to go back to many lives ago. But anyway, I was talking about how I want to get a dog, and I want a dog that if I look at it, I'm like, oh, instead of being afraid and running to my room or whatever, because I'm not afraid of dogs, but I'm not very comfortable around dogs, if that makes sense. I'm not afraid of them, but yeah, if it was a big dog, like a Doberman or something like that, yeah, I'm afraid. So yeah, I'd be stressed around a bigger dog, if that makes sense. That's going to be a big dog. Looks like a lab. It didn't look like a lab to me. April's laughing. Looks like a little mixture. It's a golden doodle. They don't get big. That's not a golden doodle. No, I don't want a dog. No, I don't necessarily want a dog, but your brother-in-law wants a dog. So it is what it is. I know. Check my forehead. I'm fine. But, no, I don't want a dog. But I have compromised because Labradoodle, that might be what it is, right? He's so cute. It might be that. So anyway, if y'all know for sure what it is, go to Kev on Stage's page or Instagram. There's more of the dog. Plus the dog has his own Instagram. And then y'all can tell me what the dog actually is. Because I started to ask Kev on Stage, but he's too darn big to even listen or look at my one little comment and answer me. So I didn't even bother. So you think, Queen, that it's a Labradoodle. Okay. I'm going to write it down. I think we'll end up having to go to California and get a dog. I think so. Might be that. Okay. So let me hit y'all with this commercial. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So yeah, y'all, like, share, comment, mainly comment. Subscribe and comment. And let's get this conversation going. Again, part 2 of How Do I Know He or She Is the One will be this Sunday. And this time it's the husbands. The husbands are going to talk about and answer all the questions. I don't know. It's going to be different because I don't even remember what I asked the wives. So I may watch it again just to get the questions. Or I may just let it go organically, just like I do the females. So that's probably what I'll do. But anyway, tune in on Sunday, same time, same bat channel. Tune in. It's going to be awesome. My husband's not on camera very often. I know Tap's not on camera very often. Raul's not on camera. So that's going to be funny within itself. But they have very loud, over the top, extra diva wives that will be next to them to coach them and to help them along the way. So anyway, that dog costs about $4,500. Labradorite gets up to about 15 pounds. What? No, I don't want a 15-pound dog. Go to the farms. They breed them and they're not expensive. Get you a Pomeranian. What farms? Get a Yorkie. They don't get big and they're so cute. I like a Yorkie. I think they're so cute. Little bow and all that. But yeah. All right, babe. We're getting some good recommendations. Thankfully, he doesn't want a large dog. Thankfully. But he is going to get a dog. Like, this man gives me everything that I want, including that 1,000-gallon pool that's being built back there and everything else. So it's only right. It's only right. That's all he wants. That's all he wants. That's not all he wants, but that's all he wants. That's all he wants. And that's the least that I can do. A small dog is about 15 pounds. No, that's a medium dog. That's like a medium dog. I don't know what a Yorkie would top off at, or what is it, Shih Tzu or whatever it is called. But yeah. But Yorkies get tumors. Yes, I heard that. The Yorkies, I thought it was all small dogs that get sick. So Trash Can says, but Yorkies get tumors. You have to give them honey when they're small so they don't have seizures. Oh, Lord Jesus. Nope, that's a small dog. You think 15 pounds is a small dog? Child, please. I think that's a horse. But that's just me because I'm afraid of dogs. So, I don't want to say I'm afraid of dogs. I'm not. It's just going to make me anxious to see something big run around there. So anyway. So, yeah. So that's the Jeannie Mai story. And then to top it off, no, we are not pregnant. It's not a. Okay. The next story. Okay. So this one is a little bit heavy. And so FBI police swarmed the home of Gabby Petito's fiance. If you don't know, Gabby Petito has been missing. And yesterday they were searching and they found what they presumed to be her body. I thought this was very sad. And I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention. Male, female, don't really matter. Y'all her fiance, he came back home. She was missing. They were interviewing or investigating. Then he I won't say ran away, but he ran away. And then his lawyer comes out and says, oh, he's in hiding. Y'all be careful who and what you connect with. It just gives me a headache to even consider and think about. But not shouts out, but many prayers to her family. They escorted his family out of their house because he was hiding there at one point. And they escorted them today. And they were like, this is a crime scene. And so make sure y'all leave a comment. Just tell me one thing that y'all are doing to vet these people that y'all are going on dates with and stuff. Because again, I listen, the internet wasn't even popping when we were dating and all of that. What are y'all doing to protect yourselves? And, this is giving me much Christopher Watts and all of that, them crazy people. So stay safe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys are doing to stay safe. But I want you guys to get caught up with this this story where, they think they found Gabby's body. And at this point, I know they already, it's been confirmed, So anyway, if you want to be bougie, get a miniature pit bull. They 8 bands. I don't like them. I'm the type of person, here's a caveat to the conversation. I'm a rebel. This is going to sound really strange. So to my non-Black subscribers, just sit over there for a second. We're going to have family talk just for a little bit. Not that you're not family, but you know what I'm saying. So I am a rebel. So when things trend in the Black community, I am so turned off by it because it's like, I don't like for somebody to tell me what's in. I like what I like. So now everybody's getting these, not the mini pits, but they're getting the mini pits, and they're getting the little dog, and that's a status symbol. It's a French bully. That's what it's called. The little guy, the little French bully, and so now that's a status of that you've made it. Just like the Birkin bags. Just like I do like fried chicken. Just like I had a very good, I'll tell you about our brunch date, but you got to go over to my vlog channel to get the actual story. But yes, I do like fried chicken, but I hate, Pandora bracelets. Like, it's just some things that I'm just like, okay, one person is on it. And so now it's the thing. And if you're not the thinking, then you're not thinking. So with that being said, no, it will not be that dog, because everybody named Mama got that dog because they feel like it's some sort of symbol of success. Same thing. What is those 300s? The cars? Ay. Don't get me started. Trash Can says, my first dog was a Bison Frigé. I think if I remember correctly, that's how you say that. And he was small in the beginning, but he got up to 15 pounds, but he had a small stature. Aw. Chris Watts was a sick man, beyond sick. We talked about that story on this channel. And yeah, it's, this story touched me because this girl, Gabby's only 22 years old. And they also are concerned that the fiance may be connected to the gay girls that were killed in the same park or near there or something like that. So they said that there was this guy there that was creeping them out. And then the next day they were found dead. So y'all be safe out here. Not to say once you marry somebody that he won't go loco on you, but vet your people. And I'm sure, they say Chris Watts was, numero uno, the father of the year, that whole thing. But a lot of this stems from, oh, I want to break up from you and I'm not going to let you go. So I'm going to kill you and me and whoever else. So yeah, Frenchie. Yes. I'm gone. Be tuned all day in because I want to hear it all. You're going to be tuned in all day because you want to hear it all. Good. Hey, Monica. Good to see you, girl. We are on story number 3. And yeah, Make sure you catch the replay. Trash cans, you like fried chicken? Yes, I like fried chicken. Yeah, the Frenchie's popular among the rappers. So annoying. Fake phantoms. Exactly. True, we didn't have internet, but we did have CB radio, personal section of the newspaper, and party lines. Some issues, different device, same issues, different devices. Very true. Very, very true. And I'm glad you brought that out because I do remember, you know, the personal sections in the newspaper and party lines, and what else? CB radio. So you're absolutely right. Safe is safe, right? And so I would say, if you're going to meet somebody in, you know, dating, first of all, don't disclose where you live at until you absolutely know this person. Get to know their extended friends and family. Like, let people know and drop a location when you're going out with these people. My daughters used to hate that, you know, before she got married. I'm like, no, drop your location. My other one, you know, I'm not gonna say she for the streets, but she a rebel. So she like, yeah, I'll drop the location and then whatever. But anyway, that's another story, that child. But anyway, drop your location. Let somebody know where you're going. You know, vet these people before you go off into national parks and all this other stuff. But I suspect she knew him for a minute. I don't know because they were fiancés. So what the heck? Anyway, Sunshine's helping me out with my mommy brain. It was a Frenchie. Yeah. You know, you got your Frenchies. I don't know what the car is this year. You know, what's the car that my mom made it car? McLaren maybe. But it's not the 300s no more. Everybody has the G Gucci belt, you know. Child. Oh yeah, Trash Can Wave says, take a picture of the license plate. Take a picture of the license plate. Make sure they have people. If they're a loner and you're like, oh, well, let me stop by your car. I mean, your job or whatever. And they're like, no, that's not a good idea. That's a red flag. Get to know the people that are around them. Now, if you find a whole cult of creepy guys, then that's a whole nother story. But Hellcat. Okay, so Trash Can says the car of the year is the Hellcat. The purse of the year is the Birkins and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all, if you remember the Christian Louboutins. This was not what we were talking about today, but y'all know how we roll. Not at my job. No, but they can meet you at the parking lot for lunch. No, we're not coming at the job. But what I'm saying is, before there was the internet, before there was all of this, you had to meet somewhere. You had to see somewhere. Like, it was easy to verify what the person was saying was true or not, or how crazy they're. Like, I don't know what y'all doing, because you almost need a psych eval, a medical evaluation, a C-19 card. I want to see your driver's history. Like, maybe perhaps we should have been doing the same thing, but I just feel like now it's too much, y'all. Hey, Lakeisha, good to see you, girl. We are on story number 3. We're talking about Miss Gabby Petito. The fiance is a person of interest. He's on the run. And his parents' home, where he was hiding at, is now being searched. Yeah, it's a lot going on in these streets. And yeah, not at my job. No, don't have to be at the job. Y'all like to call in a dude's job when y'all mad and give him. Okay, so you got to join the live one day and give us that story. Not at the parking lot. You women are crazy. Okay, well, I guess. Take a picture of the CB radio. CB radio, dating yourself. I know yeah. Background checks first. Okay. Then I won't call from the car passing by him, smacking her. Yes, thank you forever, Iris. There's a lot of clues into this where we know that she was in distress. He is definitely a person of interest. Not only did they have the 911 call of a car passing by, but I don't know where the camera was. Maybe you can help me forever, Iris. But there was a camera. Y'all know that what I'm pointing, like a front camera, whatever, body camera. Jeez, a body cam that picked up on the argument, picked up on a stressful situation. So unfortunately, God bless their family. Pray for peace for them. But everyone pretty much, it can be assumed that that's her body that they found. and the police are just going to step 3, 4, 5 to kind of see where he's at, get a picture of where he's at or whatever. Here's the thing. You have people that are team, not my son, you ain't gonna get him and I'm gonna hide him, or team, he's right here, come right here. Because here's the thing. I'm team, you gonna get it. I'm gonna tell you where he's at, because I'm not going down with my son or for that or someone like that, because I'm not gonna put that on either one of my sons. But you get what I'm saying. Like, are you hiding? Are you the friend? Are you the best friend that the best friend can call and say, help me hide the body? Everybody knows I am not that person. So don't even call. Don't even call me. And first of all, who are you hanging around that does that? But anyway, are you team? I'm going to tell my son. I'm going to tell on my son. This conversation comes up a lot. And before I do that, let's get this super chat up. Forever Iris, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm always so humbled in all sense of the word when people bless me with their finances. You know, I'm not gonna say times are hard, because they're not hard for everybody, but you work hard for your money, or you get it however you get it. It doesn't really matter. I don't take it lightly at all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Me either. I don't know what I was talking about, but what was I saying? So this conversation comes up a lot when you talk about Chicago. I'm from Miami, Florida. The inner cities. One big thing that always comes up when there's these drive-by shootings or shootings at parties or whatever, it's like, I know you saw something. I know you know who did it. And the streets are like, bro code or whatever we want to call it. I'm not talking or whatever. And somebody that I know that's an advocate in Miami, she always says, you know, moms, first of all, where are your children at 2, 3, 4 in the morning? Because when the arrests are finally made, they're young kids, typically 15, 16, 17, out shooting at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. But the other part about that is, you know, there's some physiological things that happen when your adrenaline is going and whatever. Like, you didn't see that your kid came home acting weird, you know, or some of the parents know, they hear the whole story or whatever. So anyway, yeah, no. Oh, so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are a blessing. So before we get on to the next one, it's a little lighter than this one. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So yeah, the next story is going to be a little lighter, a lot lighter. Shannon, where you at? I got it. Shannon, where are you? Our girl Shannon, Britney Spears is back. Back from where? Britney announced. So if you're new to our channel, we are not crazy Britney stands. You know, I'm not riding out to California in front of the courts, but we stand for Britney. Like, come on, there's some of her classics that I'm on a treadmill. She taking me to the next song. Circus is one. But shout out to Britney Spears, because she's very entertaining, as kooky as we may say she is or whatever. But Shannon and I have much love for you, Britney. And Britney recently announced that she is engaged. And then she said, well, you know what? I'm going to take a break off the internet. And my running joke is Britney dances all through the night. I mean, she spin and have it out, and then she goes. So Britney, to say that she's not going to be on the internet is significant. And my running joke is Britney is dancing now. Like, she is dancing on Instagram. But anyway, she's back. It didn't even last a day. Britney is back. And she posted the picture that I just showed you. Let me show it. She posted this picture in black and white as well as in color. And again, you know, I have a soft spot for Britney. And I don't know. I just wish her well. I hope that the guy really loves her and that he's not exploiting her in any way. There's enough of that going on. She's a fun person. Britney is the one, you know, y'all know how I do. I imagine the whole thing in my head. I'm inviting Britney to lunch, okay, or brunch. Britney is fun to have at brunch. Give her a cup of mimosas and she's going to be dancing and having fun. And she's over at the next table asking them, are they having a good time? She's not even the host, but she's a good time. Brittany is fun to me. And hopefully that's not exploitive in the sense of she really has, wait a minute. Y'all see it. Miss Royalty Royalty Queen gave me a super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I said, with Forever Irish, y'all, I don't take this lightly at all. Royalty, you are here. You are one of my day ones. And y'all already know what I say when I'm gonna be me at 1,000 subscribers, and prayerfully y'all hold me accountable at 100,000 and definitely 1 million. So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. Yes, I'm proudly dating myself, but mentioning my age, no shame here. Absolutely. CJ's on 32s is pushing the C8 Corvette and the Lamborghinis. He and CJ so cool in the life with Corey. Okay. Yeah, CJ so cool. He sold something. I didn't watch the video. I honestly didn't watch the video. I saw that he posted it. I have to be in a mental state to watch CJ so cool, because I'm either like want to wring his neck as if he was my son and wishing I had his number to tell him, get that off of there. But anyway, yeah, CJ so cool, CJ 32, all of them. They have the cars and they have all the bling and all of that for sure, and the grills and everything. Mentioning radio, okay. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'm dating myself. Okay. Yep, she's dating herself by mentioning CB radio. So anyway, yeah. So Brittany's back. And that's interesting to see and watch, because she ain't gonna stay off the internet. So the next one, what was this? Okay, so now we get into a little bit more serious stuff before we get to the absolute crazy ox cord and penis. Okay, before we get to that, I got 2 serious stories. So Newberg staff member wears blackface to work. So this story is about a teacher. Let me get the article. A teacher that decided to protest vaccinations by showing up at work. That's not the story. Showing up to work in blackface, because she said it reminded her of Rosa Parks. Y'all leave a comment while I go find that. Yes. So let me tell y'all I'm never quiet, but anyway, let me tell y'all my blackface story. Let me see, my oldest daughter, she's 25 now. So maybe about 8 years ago, she was in high school, 10 years, however many, it don't matter. She was in high school. Sounds empowering. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So positive. What was the school I said? Hold on, because I want to find it. So my daughter was in high school. She was a senior. So a teacher she had a math teacher. The school was very much Newberg School. So I'm gonna find it. The school was very much not highly mixed school, but they did have some Black students, probably, but no Black teachers at all. So her math teacher, it was Spirit Week. And the way they did it at that school was on this particular day, it was color day. And each freshman had a color, sophomore had a color, juniors had a color, and seniors had a color, and the teachers were supposed to wear black. I need to find these pictures for y'all. My kids text me and they showed me the picture, and I was like, this woman not only wore blackface, she wore dreads. She had the dread with the hat thing. This is a math teacher. And they had to come in black. And my daughters were mortified. And she was like, I'm sitting in class and this is what the teacher does. So I'm getting on the phone and I'm like, let me find the story. And I'm like, there we go. Newberg blackface. I guess we all searching it. So I'm like, what you mean she came as blackface when the color was black? Now, mind you, like I literally can count the amount of Black kids in the entire school, because that was during that time I was teaching and subbing. So I knew the classroom. So I can probably count, I'll be generous and say there was 10 kids. This was Washington State. There was about 10 kids at that school. There was some mixed race kids, but I'm talking about pure 9 times out of 10, pure Black kids, not many at all. So I call the principal and I'm like, so Miss Math teacher came to school in blackface, and you need to investigate this because this is a problem. So, I'm ready. Of course, I ended up taking it higher than the school board, like the Educators Association. They called me, whatever. The principal was white, and so he was very sympathetic to her in the sense of, well, she thought that was her interpretation of wearing black. And she ended up getting fired the following year. I got my kids out the class, my daughter out the class, moved her. Some people that knew us was absolutely mortified or whatever, but I took it, to her professional license, whatever. So anyway, that was my story as far as someone showing up at a school blackface. Here's my take. These people know what they're doing. Period. There's no other, they know what they're doing. And I could not and cannot imagine being in school or having kids in school. Uh-oh, Mac is dying. Hold on, y'all. Having kids in school during the last administration, because these teachers be trolling, some of them. So let me hit y'all with a commercial while I plug in my Mac, and then we'll get started talking about this. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So anyway, let me read this to you because there's really, really no excuse. And this was an elementary school. Not that it makes a difference, okay? And this is Oregon, so same area. These people know what they're doing. It's disgusting. And I let the principal have it, and I let the teacher have it. And like I said, I went to the governing board, that the licensure regulations and everything. And they were like, the EO type place called me and everything, because they didn't want no smoke. But at the end of the day, there's no way that she thought that that's what that was supposed to look like. Like, yeah. So anyway, let's read the comments. Well, now they're segregating schools under this administration. Drop a link. Let me know what you're talking about, because I didn't necessarily hear that. Tell me what you're talking about. They're segregating schools under this administration. Hopefully not. Yeah, remind me to tell you that your career is over, okay? If Robert Downey Jr. can do it, so can everyone else, if that's what they think. What does blackface and vaccinations have to do with Rosa Parks? Sounds like folks are reaching for a cause. Exactly. That's my point. It's like, what can I do in this moment to just be a jerk, be a racist, be whatever? It reminds me of so the same school, we played a school that was further south with less Black people, whatever. And so I remember the basketball team was playing, and they chose that moment to make, like, I forgot what they were saying, but they were chanting just racist stuff or whatever. Yeah, didn't see nothing wrong with it. It's crazy. Joel TV was the one I was referring to, I guess. I don't know what you're talking about. So April is saying LOL. So yeah, let's read this together. See what this is about, because really whether I read the article or not, there's just no excuse for it. So anyway, this is Newburgh Elementary. The school staff members comes to work. It looks like one comes to work in blackface to protest the vaccine mandate. So to answer your question, yeah, what does that have to do with mandate? Nothing at all. So anyway, let's read. A staff member at Mabel Rush Elementary School. came to work on Friday in blackface, saying she was Rosa Parks and that she was protesting mandatory vaccinations, according to the report on the Newberg graphic. Y'all know what I say about stuff like that? What I say about stuff like that is you can always tell people that are in their own little world, and that's whether you're black, white, or whatever, and that you don't have friends of other cultures to be able to check you, or for you to even check yourself and say, oh, wait a minute, my friend so-and-so said that ain't cool. Like, if you don't have friends of other cultures, you're probably going to end up in something like this. And I've seen black people put their foot in their mouth. So it's nothing like that. But this is what this reminds me of. Like, how did she process this? How did that teacher exactly. How did that teacher at my daughter's school, like, she knew good and well they meant wear black, the color black. You know good and well. And then what a skewed representation of what black is. So your idea of black is some reggae dreaded hat and all this other stuff. Why didn't you dress up classy? Because that's what we are. Can't do that, huh? Anyway. So anyway, the report said that another staff member at the school identified the woman as Laura Peffrey, a special education teacher who darkened her face with iodine. Y'all, she darkened her face with iodine. So that was intentional. Like Thursday night or Thursday morning, she was like, oh, this is going to be so good. This, here's the thing. I know a lot of times black people and other people of other races aren't really concerned about offending other races, but you should be, in my opinion. But if you're going to do something that you think and you're not sure if it's going to be racist or not, reach out to your friend. She knew what she was doing. The school district said it would not release the staff person's name. Of course they didn't. At a press conference Monday afternoon, district spokesperson Greg Koskela said that no students witnessed the incident. How could they not? And it doesn't matter whether students witnessed it or not. It doesn't matter. Even if it was a break, it's unacceptable. Let's keep reading. Koskela said that he couldn't comment on specific investigations. Yep, that principal told me that too. He ended up commenting right and answering when I was done with him, and therefore couldn't say what might happen to the employee in question. Yep, told me that too. Our range of response does include termination as an option for certain situations. The racist incident came to the light as a conservative majority on the Newberg School Board prepares a town hall meeting on a policy that would effectively ban pride and Black Lives Matter symbols in classrooms. Proponents of the ban, including parents who testify in its favor and board members seeking to institute it, have regularly pushed back against charges of systemic racism in the Yamhill County community and dismissed racist incidents as one-offs. And we all know that that's not it. But last week, the Newberg Graphic reported that at least one student at Newberg High School was part of a Snapchat group called Slave Trade, in which teenagers from different parts of the country shared racist, homophobic, and violent messages, sometimes specifically targeting Black students. Listen, it's mind-boggling to a lot of us that we're still having this conversation, that we're still having to explain, if you're still there. When I say they're still there in that space where you want and feel the need to share. After 45 and that whole thing and in the summer of Black Lives Matter and all of that, I just don't have time for it. At this point, if you're not asking the questions to understand, you're just stuck on where you're at and you just want to believe what you believe. That's just my opinion. So anyway, let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Posey, who is black, filed a federal discrimination. Oh, okay. So this is what you're talking about. Posey, who is black, filed a federal discrimination complaint against Maryland Elementary School, claiming that the principal separated students along racial lines because it helped them learn better in 2021. Wow. An Atlanta elementary school is accused of segregating black and white students. Here's what the thing is. The majority of the kids, the majority of, you know, the TikToker era and all of that, they're not here for this foolishness. There's a section of it, don't get me wrong, but these kids have evolved. They're not here for this. Ridiculous. In my opinion, they were trying to throw shade. Yeah, of course they were trying to throw shade. They knew exactly what they were doing, especially Miss I'm going to protest. So she said, okay, I'm going to be Rosa Parks. Come on. Like, oh, geez. Sounds appropriate. Yeah. Segregating students. Yeah. Those flags shouldn't be allowed in the classroom since we all pay taxes for schools. Here's the thing. What was it? Pride and Black Lives Matter. I gave this lesson, you know, before on my channel about being Black Lives Matter, meaning not a part of the organization, but I do think Black Lives Matter. That's where I stand. I've never been a part of the organization. I have no idea if you told me who the leader was or whatever, I don't know anything. But do I believe Black Lives Matter? Absolutely. And so I broke that down on my channel when all of that was happening. And the pride flag, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of split on that. I think the agenda and the conversation, if the kids are talking about it, because they're going to talk about it, like families look different nowadays. But is that something the teachers need to bring up? Absolutely not. But as far as, so for an example, if my kid shows up with the pride shirt from Target and they had a flag on it, or if someone else's kid or my kid shows up with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on. So I'm thinking graphic tees is what I'm saying. Follow me. I'm thinking graphic tees. And I'm thinking back to the 80s, you know, oh man, that was the graphic tee era. And even now it's been evolved. Like my daughter, my kids are repping bands that they don't have a clue what these bands are playing or what they represent or anything. So while I agree with you on one hand where the agenda and the flags and stuff don't belong in the classroom, but leave a comment down below. Is there harm to a graphic tee of a pride flag or Black Lives Matter or mask that says pride or mask that says Black Lives Matter? You tell me. Now, that's the kids bringing it into the classroom. Leave a comment down below if you're like, the teacher should be able to talk about it, the kids should be able to talk about it, or whatever. Let me know what your stance is. Comment. If you allow that in class, then kids will have mega gear in class. All Lives Matter shirts, which creates conflicts in school in USA. In the USA is enough. Well, see, I'm usually team. I hear what you're saying in that regard, because for me, it's the same. It's a slippery slope. I completely get it. But I think as a teacher, I've seen all these things, and it's my responsibility not to freak out. I don't care if somebody comes. I don't care if somebody comes near me with the MAGA hat on or whatever. I know that some people find that as trolling or whatever, and they can't, stand it, or, oh my gosh, it's a rainbow. Like when I see a rainbow, I don't think one thing or another. So I'm not triggered by that. That's what I'm trying to say. So as a teacher, I wouldn't be triggered by that. But I guess you're right. There are some teachers that would be triggered by that. But I also use that as a talking point when people are like, freedom of religion in schools. Well, like I always say, well, yeah, you're going by Christianity being allowed in school. But what if they want to talk about Satanism or Mormonism or whatever, and you don't necessarily agree? So I agree with you 100%. Trash can. I agree with you 100%. So you have to pick a team. It's separation. Yeah. But like I said, I'm thinking as an educator, if all those kids came in my classroom, I'd be annoyed in the inside. But I wouldn't make the kid, like, it doesn't bother. I don't know. I've just seen it all. I've absolutely seen it all. I've had kids. There's nothing like a kid approaching you and talking to you in memes because they think that you're Glozell or something. And you have to code switch on them and go, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I've had that. So because they see you, and especially if they don't have other Black people in their lives, they automatically assume you talk like this or you're coon. So they're going to approach you like that until you say, that's not who I am. So I agree with you 100% on that. It is a slippery slope. So yes, if you allow the one, you're going to have to allow everything else. And so there may be something that triggers me and be like, get out of my classroom or whatever. But so, yeah. But then where do we end? Where do we end with the graphic tees? I'm just saying graphic tees, but I know that they have the masks that say different things. Who says what goes on the list and what doesn't? And 9 times out of 10, it just depends on the stance of the administration. If you have a liberal administration, then everything goes. Where are all the masks? Where are all the graphic tees? They ain't gonna bother me. As long as there's no profanity. That used to be the thing. As long as it's nothing sexual profanity, I really don't care. I personally think in my Pollyanna space that as a teacher, you should have enough discipline and self-control to be able to sit with a kid that wore a MAGA hat to school or a MAGA mask. They don't bother me, but that's me. So anyway, y'all, we're having a great discussion. I got one more major story. I could not believe this. Before we go into penis and ox cord. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell right now. Do it. Hey y'all on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button. Twitch, YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. Shout out to my 2 subscribers that was so generous with their super chats, super stickers. I absolutely appreciate it. I do not take it lightly. And it's such a blessing. And so again, coming this Sunday, 7 o'clock my time. I think it's 7 o'clock. No, it's not 7 o'clock my time. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have the husband counterpart of the panel that I had on 2 Sundays ago, kind of giving their perspective of how do you know he or she is the one. And so that will round that conversation out. And then I got some other stuff coming for us as well. So tune in, set your calendars. Take the time out. Y'all already know, get your beverage, get your favorite drink, do whatever we do, however we do. So yeah. I remember that as long as there wasn't, yeah, exactly. It used to be as long as it wasn't profanity. So anyway, y'all, the next story. This one was kind of shocking to me. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I was preparing for these stories, and then I came across this one, and I was like, holy moly. So this is a picture of, let me remove myself. Again, in 2021. 2021. So here's another picture, because I was like, well, maybe it's spam or something. Nope. This is an image of a U.S. Border Patrol agent on horseback screaming at and chasing desperate Haitians are reverberate. I hate that word. Across the internet. It's going around the internet. Reverberating around the internet. So here we are on the heels of everything else we have to deal with. And then we have a story where people are on horseback chasing Haitians who are of African descent back across the border. Now, historically, again, you know, some of you, as I've said before, I'm from Miami, Florida. So historically, and I remember there's a few of you that are from Florida as well. And if you've lived, especially in the 80s, early 90s, 70s, you know that there is a direct difference on how they treated other immigrants, i.e., Cubans, versus Haitians when they cross. Cubans can crawl and get their tongue on the ground, the flat land. They don't even have to make it to land. And they're receiving heroes welcome. They're going to get what they need, services and everything. And Haitians, on the other hand, I have seen this with my own eyes, are treated just as what we've seen. I've never seen this horse thing, but I've seen where they'll turn that raft right on back, or they'll let them come in and they won't be able to seek asylum, and they will put and send them right back home. Two totally different approaches to immigration, seeking asylum, and everything else. It's the same thing here, and those of us that are on the Mexican border. Completely, I find it interesting that, we're fighting to keep Mexicans out, and not we, but people are fighting to get Mexicans out. The border, they're the cartel and all this other stuff. And then you have the Afghanistan refugees who are not only welcome, but they're welcomed and well taken care of without a COVID test or anything. So am I surprised about this story? Yes and no. Yes, because I've never seen the horses. Let me show y'all the picture of it again. I've never seen them use the horses and the whips. Like, really? The horses and the whips. So that's necessary. I don't know, y'all. I know that one thing that this administration on the heels, or not on the heels, but coming from the previous administration and probably the previous one prior to that, has a serious problem on the border. And the past couple of weeks, I'm like, we're not hearing anything about this border. Kamala was supposed to go down to the border. The border seems to be out of control. But, I've said it before on other lives. The conversation, the focus seems to be solely on the vaccine, the shot, the this and that and the other, and everything else in America is just kind of getting the second hand. So that's a concern of mine, that, in this day and age, there's still a direct difference on how people are being policed, how asylum seekers are being treated differently. And that's not cool. It's not okay. So let's comment. I only see Trash Can Waves talking. And as much as I love to hear from him, I need to hear from the rest of y'all. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. Y'all must be walking. I know Blessed Royalty Queen usually walks during my lives and stuff like that. But anyway, if you're catching the replay, before I go into the comments, before I talk more about this, if you're catching the replay, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment. Y'all know I will comment in my comment section of the replay. So yeah, let's talk about it. So here we go. The border is overran right now. Did you see the overhead shots? Yes. That's what I'm saying. I was just responding to the overhead shots of Mexicans and Biden needs to tighten up, and whatever that means. Because here's the thing. He doesn't have the luxury of the other administrations. Right now, the light is being shot. You back from your walk. We know this happened under other previous administrations. But right now, we know that this is a media-ran country. We all know that. But the media can't lie and report on this if it wasn't true. In other words, we see it. We see the borders overran. I see the man on a horse with the whip in 2021. Biden got to get it together. He's got to tighten it up. And if he was supposed to send Kamala down there to do it, she needs to go down there and do whatever it is that she was supposed to do, because this ain't it. Okay. I hear myself. I think my husband's listening to me. Y'all can't hear it though. So why did the Haitians bypass all other sanctioned countries to come to the U.S.? Because I mean, first of all, living in Miami, I could tell you there's a large Haitian and Cuban population, so they probably want to go where their family is at. Number two, whether we see it or not, or whether other people, we as Americans take for granted of how we are viewed, generally speaking, in other countries. The land of the free, the home of the brave. People come here with that mentality that there's opportunity. They just want the opportunity. They just want that piece of pie in the sky. And and as much as someone may have a different opinion and someone else may have a different opinion, people really, really believe that this is the land of opportunity, and they will do whatever it is to get here to gain that opportunity. So that means passing the Bahamas and wherever else they pass. I don't think they pass Bahamas. No, I don't pass Bahamas. But wherever they pass, they're going to come to America. Families there, especially if they're of Cuban descent, they're going to get everything that they need. And there's a conversation that could be had about asylum and seeking asylum and how it was reimagined and redefined over the previous administration. Like, it's not illegal to seek asylum. Mexicans are fighting to keep Mexicans out because of supply and demand. If they come in, they'll undercut their jobs. They walking through Mexico. Past the cartel, almost losing their life to come to America. I love to watch the documentaries on this. And I watched this one documentary, and the route that these people take to get here and sometimes to be sent right back is absolutely like, wow. He's laughing about the fact that I'm saying he's here. Blessed Reborn says she's back. I suspect that all my comments are going to come after we go off the live, which is fine with me. Trash Can Wave says, well, that's how I imagine him saying. I'm talking about Mexican Americans. Okay. Oh, well, that's a whole nother live, because I'm telling you, I got educated about that. I got you. So let's reread it. So he's talking about Mexican Americans. Mexicans are fighting to keep Mexicans out because of supply and demand. If they come in, they'll undercut their jobs. That and the fact that I learned during the Trump administration, the election cycle. I know in other cultures, especially in Miami, there's different hierarchies of the Caribbean. We are better than this one. The Dominican's better than that one. Light skin, black, dark skin, black, whatever. But what I found so confusing, especially living here in Arizona, I was so confused about, let me do this. I was so confused at how some Mexicans, Cuban Americans, Hispanics could support a Trump based on his conversation, his stance, and everything. And this Mexican girl, she told me, she said, Melissa, that's because they think they're better than us. So if you are first generation Mexican American, so that means, I don't know why I said that. Basically, if you were born here, right? So the Mexicans that were born here think that they're better than the ones that are migrating over. So it's the same thing that we as African Americans, not even African Americans, Americans, that's the problem. One of the problems that I had with Trump. How dare you talk this way when your people were immigrants? Your wife is a whole immigrant. Your in-laws are whole immigrants. And like, right as, I can't remember, don't date it, but like recent years, your people got their visa and their citizenship. How dare you talk about those people like that? But it's the same thing with the Mexicans. It is supply and demand for jobs, but more importantly than that, the Mexican Americans absolutely were 100% Trump, because they didn't see themselves as Mexican. They see themselves as American and better than. That's what that was. And so that's weird. So okay, you said that. Yep. Your imagination is right. Exactly. We lost a great actor today, AJ Johnson, aka Crackhead Ezell from the movie Friday. Yes, bless. I started, let me tell you. So let's go to the next subject before we get to penis and oxcord. Yeah, because that's the last one. To be perfectly honest with you, y'all, I did not put that on the docket, not out of disrespect for him, because he was. I wrote it down, and then I was, I had his picture, and I said, you know what? I just don't want to report on any more death. As you guys know, like, it was him, then it was somebody else last week. It was like 3 people last week, and then my son's football team, one of the football moms passed allegedly from COVID. So it's just been a lot. It has been a lot. And I'm trying to really, no disrespect to him or anybody else, but I'm really trying to watch what I ingest, because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I was just like, I know they saw that, and I know they want to talk about him. So RIP, absolutely. But I just didn't want to put us in that space. And like I said, no offense to him or what he did as an actor or anything, but it's just like every day, and I just don't think that we're meant to consume so much death and dying and especially, but in these COVID streets, I'm trying to tell you, make sure you do whatever you need to do to protect yourself, whatever that looks like for you. I ain't trying to tell you do nothing. Because, in this season, it just appears that people are knowing people. Like it's no longer a neighbor's friend of a friend of a friend. So just be careful. Just be careful. So anyway, Sunshine Shishi says, yes, I was confused about that as well. It was so confusing. It was so confusing, and it was a talking point that I had with some of his followers, among other things. And she finally explained it. She was my nail tech at the time. And she said, and this was well before last year, she was like, no, Melissa, he thinks those Mexicans, and she was Mexican. That's the part I forgot to mention. She wasn't born here. She said, no, they think that they're better than us. They don't see themselves as Mexican. They see themselves as Americans. So they think that they're better. So there's even classism within their race. Crazy. Well, technically Biden literally fought to segregate schools. So I'm not a racial so that it's not a racial jungle for kids. Yeah. Rosalind Johnson. Hey girl, thank you for popping in. We're rounding out the live. I got one more story, and then we'll just open it up and see what everybody wants to talk about. But it's good to see you. And if you're catching the replay, make sure you like, comment, share this video, subscribe to my channel. But y'all know what I always say, don't just subscribe, interact. Got to get the interaction. So anyway, yeah. At the same time, Joe Biden started the crime bill that took a lot of Black fathers out of the household, which is why we're so screwed today, while Trump did the reform bill to free Black prisoners. Absolutely. If you know me, I'm with Trump when he was right. But there was so much that was wrong. And to me, these politicians, I don't care who they are, there's very few of them that are the same from when they were in 1970 to now to 2021. They flip and flop wherever the majority is at or wherever they feel like the vote is at. And some of them. But yes, you're absolutely right. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh no, I'm all for Black people and, whatever. And here's the thing. Yes, as a community, that was a major blow. But as a community, we have to begin to build up homes, build up families again, and not accept that as our fate. And that's why when you look at, marriages like my husband and I's and many, many countless others, number one, we make sure that we understand that, we're better together. But not only are we better together, what are we building to break down what you said, like you said, what that crime bill and everything else affected the households. That's a whole nother live. Just talking about the historical breaking down of Black families. And the only reason why I would do a live on that is to say, you know what? Number one, we're better than that, and we don't have to stay there. You can know your history, but we can be better. We've had enough generations or years to be able to combat that. And that we can talk about that another day. At me later. But you're absolutely right. But at the same time, you know, I didn't grow up with the father. My husband didn't grow up with the father. But does that, at this point, in 2021, that's not a banner that we should be waving. Like, I'm this way because the crime bill. And I know that's not, I don't think that's what you were saying, but I get you. So anyway, yeah, let me drop the link just in case anybody wants to come in. And y'all be acting shy, but I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna say this last story, and then if you have something to say, you can come on and say it. First breakdown was welfare that took a lot of Black men out the home, and white men controlled how Black women thought. Definitely the welfare and everything. But again, if people listen, that's a whole nother live. I'm going to write that down because that's a really good topic. So let me write that down in my handy dandy book. Because while we know it's history, while we know that happened, I'm a testament that we don't have to be a result of that, if that makes sense. We could change the narrative. We've been in this long enough to know, yes, that happened to us, but I'm better. I'm going to be a mom in a home. I'm going to be a dad in the home. We're going to be whatever. I'm going to live so that I don't have to be on welfare or whatever. So there are a number of us that are breaking the chain, so to speak. So I do want to talk about this. This is really good. I think tomorrow's live, I want to talk about Lil Nas X, but we'll get to that after this story. But yes, there was, and you raised valid points. There was a breakdown, but should that breakdown mirror the family today? That's my live. Yes, we can make the exception the rule, but that takes work. Of course it takes work, but leave it for the live. Leave it for the live. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna make a specific live to talk about that. So yeah. I'm still waiting to see where y'all at. Let me start calling people out. Lakeisha, Just Me, Shannon over there sleeping. Let me leave y'all alone. April's been giggling it here and there. Joanne's in the chat. Royalty Queen. Yeah. Leaving it for the live. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be fun because it's my favorite conversation. One of my favorite conversations to have because it was a significant blow to the Black American family. And some people still there, mentally still there. But I'm gonna just throw it out there. I don't think they should be. But there's some that is so deeply rooted, like welfare is so deeply rooted in some families that it literally takes that one teacher, that one social worker, that one person to say, hey, you can go to college. You can do this. You can do that. So I get it. Anyway, last story. So yeah, here we are. U.S. Border Patrol. I didn't even know they had whips. Y'all knew they had whips? I guess they did. Ay. Anyway, last story. Let's take this one out. So let's laugh a little. All right. So my daughter's like, I'm headed to the gym. Good. I'm headed there when I'm done. Y'all, get y'all nephew. Teen gets USB cable stuck in penis. Backfired attempt to measure his length. Is that really what he was doing? Let's start there. I'm going to leave this up. I dropped the link. Let me see if I dropped the link. Yes, I dropped the link in the live. But I'm going to leave this up because is that, y'all look at this. This a whole ox cord all in his innards. Who back to the screen? Why? 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 Okay, to be fair, I understand, I guess, puberty, because I can't wait to read the article to see how old this kid is. I'm assuming, Trash Can Wave says, effing kids just use a Q-tip like we did. A Q-tip? That's not a lot of measuring. I don't even want to know. This sounds like a boy article that I don't even want to know what's happening here. I don't even, y'all know it's not many times that I'm speechless, but I don't know. Sounds fake to me. I used to insert catheters into patients and that's very painful. I'm not believing the story. That's what I'm thinking. How? That's boredom in a random thought. Yes. So I'm with you. Let's see. USB. But here, y'all, let me show y'all. Let's read, because I was feeling like you, Bless, catheter wise. I mean, I'm not a expert on on the male anatomy or male, to a certain degree, male behavior when they're in puberty and stuff like that. Girls, they get mirrors and we look and explore. So I don't know this whole measuring thing because I never had something to measure. So if this is a common practice, let me know. And somebody, Bless already said, not Bless, Trash Can already said he should have used a Q-tip. But then my head is thinking, in my head, I'm like, a Q-tip isn't very long. So if that's what you're using to measure, you may as well don't even, but that's after dark. Something else, I feel like something else was going on. I don't think that's just the story he told his parents, because I do know in movies and, pop culture and just laughing and joking or whatever, guys are like, oh, I'll get a ruler or whatever. Whatever happened to rulers? If that's what you wanted to do, you want to see how, I just don't think that that's what was happening here. So Andrea Miller says, hello, sorry I'm late, but glad to be on. How are you, Miss Melissa and everyone? We are well. We are exploring this subject. I'm waiting on more people to come on before I actually read the story and we get down to the nitty gritty of what actually happened, whether it was a hoax or not. But it seems that someone's son decided to use a USB cable, and it got stuck in his penis because he wanted to attempt to measure the length of his penis. And so y'all know me. If you know me, you know me. I sent this straight away to my family's group chat. And I was like, okay. And all the girls was like, ew, how? Why? And here's what I don't know. And you can answer, of course, keeping it respectful as you can or whatever. But is the male penis like a female's vagina where it can stretch to put stuff in? I know it's painful, but can it stretch? Because, the female anatomy can definitely stretch and accommodate a cord. But can that little pee hole stretch like that? Bless says, nope. Nah, I'm sticking with a fake story. Ask your husband. He's not upstairs. I can call him, but I'm not putting him on the spot. I'm not doing that. I'm asking y'all. I got medical people on here. I'm not doing this with you. Maybe he's trying to measure his hidden length of a worm. I thought they measured on the outside. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I thought that they measured on the outside with a ruler. Not like, this doesn't sound right. I don't know that either, but the whip is disturbing. Thank you, Sunshine Shishi. It's very disturbing. I didn't know that the Border Patrol had whips, and I don't even understand why there's no outrage, other than the fact that I think people are just, y'all, we tired of being outraged. I think we are. It's just like, I report on it. We talk about it and everything, but at the end of the day, we're tired. That's what it is. So let's read the article, y'all. Let's see what y'all cousin, because that's y'all cousin. Let's see what y'all cousin did. So I dropped the link if you want to join the live, have a comment or not, and we will go on. So this is People, y'all. So for those of you that are like, nope, hoax. This is People. People is reporting. A reputable source. Teen undergoes emergency surgery after getting USB cord stuck in his penis. The 15-year-old inserted, oh my God, that don't make sense. Okay, I'm checking the time, September 17th, 2021. Yep, at 10:20 p.m. Okay. He inserted the knotted cable of a USB wire into his urethra in context of sexual experimentation. Now that makes sense. Okay. Now that makes sense. But don't tell me he was trying to, it was sexual exploration, but experimentation rather. Don't try to tell me he was trying to measure himself. No, weirdo. Something else was going on. Let's see. I'm sorry if I'm calling y'all friend weirdo. So anyway, a UK teenager. Okay. Whew. Y'all, we can rest assured because it wasn't Florida and it wasn't the United States. So that's 2 check marks. So here we go. This is what I was thinking. Where is it? Maybe he was trying to get a charge. That is what I'm thinking. Something with electrical, something with vibrational, something with some stupid, oh, if you do that, you shock yourself, but it feels good. Like something stupid and me-heady like that. Sunshine Shishi says, wait a minute, what? Maybe he was trying to get a charge. Nope, they cannot stretch. Why wouldn't it? Why would it? I don't know. Some water hoses let out a lot of water, and then you add pressure and put your finger over the thing, and then it's a little bit of water. I don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute. He did what? I'm going to tell you. A jump start in life. Exactly. He was trying to get electrified. Okay, y'all, listen. Listen. I don't know why we would want this to stretch. So anyway, hold on. Let me get the view so y'all can see my reaction, because I'd be liking to see my reaction. So I'll read it. So again, he's not Florida. He's not United States. A UK teenager. So the 15-year-old inserted the knotted cable of a USB wire into his urethra in the context of sexual experimentation, according to a case study from the University College Hospital of London, and published it in the medical journal Urology Case Reports via Science Direct. After several failed attempts, to remove the cable himself, he began to experience blood in his urine, you think, and went to the emergency department of his local hospital. How? Why? It had to be plugged up into something. And it all just ran away or something. But when you look at this article, y'all, when we look at this, let me show y'all nephew. When you look at this, that's a whole lot going on. That doesn't look right. And if you look, y'all, I'm pointing, but what I'm seeing is if you look, let me see if I can, no, you can't point. So if you look to the right, where it's all jumbled up, it looks like that would be like an erected penis, I think. And then what's hanging kind of looks like a penis, but it also looks like a child. This too much. But I sure wanted to bring it to y'all because I wasn't gonna be the only one that saw this. I was not. Y'all were going to get this. So anyway, after failed attempts, he's like, oh, I'm going to get this out. First of all, it's all jumbled up. You done got it in there. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know. I need to contact a urologist and have them come on the live because to validate, you know what? Snoops. As I'm talking, somebody go to Snoops and see if this is real or not. But it's in the medical journal. Like they validate these stories before it can even go in a journal. Let's see. When he was transferred to the University College Hospital in London, the end of the USB wire protruded from his penis while the knotted part of the cable remained inside the urethra, medical professionals wrote. Child. Listen, for this to be a case study, they have to have pictures. I'm going to go to this journal and I'm going to find this article and this report for this case study because there has to be pictures. And I'll be back tomorrow with an update on what I found out because this is disturbing if this is legit. So I'm getting to y'all comments in a second, y'all. So let's keep reading. Following his request to be examined without his mother, he confessed that he inserted the cable into his urethra to measure the length of his penis triggered by sexual curiosity. The study reads. Emergency surgery was required to remove the USB cable from the inside of his urethra. According to the doctors, his recovery was uneventful and he was discharged the next day. Foreign bodies inserted into the urethra can cause a number of serious issues, including urinary tract infections, painful erections, and bladder dysfunction, according to the report. The practice remains rare in daily urological practice, but experts wrote that numerous cases have been described, including those in which the patient, come on now, I can't even finish. Y'all, I'm going to finish. No pun intended. I'm going to finish. But he's not the only person that did that. I got a piece of hair. He's not the only person that did that. Let me read so you can see. He was not the only person. The practice remains in daily urological practice, but rare. It's rare. But experts wrote that numerous cases have been described, including those in which the patients inserted needles, pins, iron wires, come on now, pistachio shells, and more into the urethra. Who knew? Who knew that all that? See, now I'm going to have a conversation. I'm going to have to... I'll be back tomorrow. This is going to be on the docket tomorrow. I'm telling y'all that right now because nephew not the only one. He not the only one. Pistachio shells, pins, needles. What was the other thing? Iron wires. Why? Some of the most common causes of foreign body insertion include sexual curiosity and sexual practice under intoxication. Save the best for last. Save the best for last. So here we go. Yes, he wanted a jump start on his life. I have nothing to say. Now that I know that they're saying that there's, this is a practice, this is not foreign, I would think just knowing like nothing would fit down there. Like my mind is blown, but I'm definitely going to research this. No, they cannot stretch. Why would it? Okay, we talked about that. Wait a minute. He did what? He probably did it plenty of times before, but this time it got stuck. Yep. Boys, that's stupid. UK release all your medical information. Oh yeah. No HIPAA laws over there. They said Tony did it. I bet his parents are so embarrassed. I know I would be. Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. As a parent, the worst thing that you would want is for your kid to be like, can I speak to them alone? You already know. You should know if you're a parent. But the flip side of that, I do let my kids to a certain degree, like, okay, do they want to say something? Because usually the doctors, when you go into their physicals, they'll be like, they'll ask their questions, and then they'll be like, is there anything that you want to say, without your parents there, whatever. My kids be like, no. They always do that. You look confused. Does it not compute? No, it didn't compute. That's not normal. Fake story. You still think it's fake. I'm going to research it. How did he get the USB plug in? I don't know. Like this into this. That's what they're telling us. But they're also telling us it's common. Y'all ain't gonna worry me. Y'all ain't gonna worry me. Nope, not today. Not today. This I should have saved for Friday, where we usually do a whole bunch of foolishness and mayhem, but I just couldn't help it. I just had to, because I was like, oh no. But tomorrow, yeah. I tell the doctor I swallowed it. Yeah, because that's how that works. Snoop's full of crap. Teenagers really love them gaming setups. He must have wanted to get closer than most. Listen. Yes, he was discharged. Sounds worse than a kidney stone. You think? We're laughing. I cringe. I can't. How? All of that. So while we are taking all that in, let me hit y'all with. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So yeah, y'all. I'm gonna do a little bit more digging on other cases like this. So yeah, we're gonna have the conversation about it. If you haven't already, make sure you like this button on you. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell, and don't just hit it. I noticed that the notification bell has different options on what you want to be notified on. So I hear you guys. Some of you are like, I don't get notified. Maybe you're just hitting it and not saying notify me on all. So there's like three options. So make sure you do that. Make sure y'all pay attention to my community tab. Hit the notification bell so that you can comment on my community tab. Sometimes I have polls encouraging. Sometimes I share a picture of where I'm at or whatever, until I get this vlog page channel up and running. I got to edit. And so it's been a minute since I had to get in that space of editing. So yeah, that's what's holding the channel up. This week we went to a restaurant that I reviewed and in Scottsdale. And so yeah, I wanna do that, but that's neither here nor there. In the meantime, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're catching the replay, make sure you leave a comment. I will usually, unless the comments get absolutely out of control, I will comment back. And when I say out of control, I mean as far as the amount. Sometimes they get lost. So because it could be a comment from a recent video to whatever. Make sure if you haven't already, catch up with last week's videos. We have a good content here. And so we go hard over here. And speaking of going hard, let's get back to Topic at hand. I'm going to just leave this here. I should just put this in my thumbnail. I'm with you, Blessed. I kind of feel like it's fake. But then I don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'd be here all night staring at the screen like this. Y'all can't see me because the picture's up. But yeah, exactly. Yes. Speaking of going hard, this definitely falls in the category of foolishness. And yeah, and I usually do Foolishness Friday, but nope, I need it today. This was a shocking conversation. It's time to unplug. You didn't read my entire comment. Oh no, where are you? Fake story. I bet his parents are embarrassed. I know I would be. I think that's it. Oh, okay. No, they cannot stretch. Why would it? There is no purpose to stretch. Only urine and sperm goes through it. Yeah. I think that's the comment. This definitely falls. Okay, I read them all. Speaking of going hard, how and why did he tie it in a knot? I'm about to find out who is sticking pistachio shells up their penis. I'm about to get on. I'm telling you, I'm about to get on it. So anyway, how long we been on here? Oh, I just don't even feel like a 2-hour live. I don't know if that's good or bad, because we have been on here much longer. But thank you guys. What did it say? Blood sometimes go through it. Yeah. Okay. But that'd be kind of hard. You'd have to unplug. I'm trying to think of a joke, but I can't. That'd be kind of shocking. A joke's going to happen when I log off. So anyway, y'all, thank you for rocking with me. Like I said, I think I know what I want to talk about tomorrow, because Lil Nas X is trolling y'all. And I want to know, are you inspired? Are you aggravated? Or are you triggered? Because fan or not, I want to talk about it. And I'll let you know what I think and who, what, where, when, and why. I also have some other topics that y'all already know. Y'all already know. The little red book is never far. Ever far. So there's some other things that I want to talk about. And again, don't forget, on Sunday, we will be live again, but this time with the husbands. The husbands will be here. And so y'all hear Mr. B in the background sometimes. He may be in a picture here, picture there, whatever. But he will be on camera. Tanya's husband will be here, as well as Kiara. Y'all have seen Kiara a lot. So it's going to be a good conversation. And we'll get a male's perspective. I think it's very important as women to at least listen to their perspective, because, yeah, why not? So anyway, be looking out for the notification of what we're going to be talking about. But I got a whole book full of stuff that we will address. But in the meantime, stay tuned and plug in to the YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button. Shout out to Trash Can Waves, who has a YouTube channel of his own. He's a comedian in his own right. And y'all check him out. I think that's it. That's here with the YouTube channel. Y'all know I don't mind you shouting out, but if you don't talk, because he talk a lot, so I don't have no other choice but to shout him out. I mean, what the heck? How did he tie the knot in it? Listen, y'all, listen. It's the pistachios for me, and I know how to access these medical journals, so that's where I'm going. I'm going right there. So anyway, well, I know a medical patient that stuck a wire brush up her. That's possible. I can see that's more plausible. Like, I can see that. Not that is something that I would do, but I'm saying we know that can happen. It reminds me of that one show. I forgot the name of. Sex Sent Me to the ER or something like that, or whatever. That's what this reminds me of. Did he insert the male in? Both ends were in there. See, here you go with the questions. Now I got to go back. Both ends were in there. Look at the X-ray. The male end is way up by his pelvis. How did that happen? See, I'm with Blessed. That don't even look right. That doesn't even look like his met. Because I mean, He ate it sounds a little bit more plausible, but I feel like he choked to death. But eating it sounds more plausible because it comes down, and of course, nah, he inserted it. That I can't help him out. I'm trying to help him out, but no, no. So Sunshine Shishi, shout out to you. Thank you for great conversation. Bless Reborn, thank you for great conversation. Trash Can says, yeah, I talk too much. So do I. That's why I have a channel. And yeah, y'all thinking he went through the front, but maybe he went. See, I was thinking maybe he did ingest, but no, he couldn't have, because he would have choked. This is so bizarre. This is so bizarre. And we're all gonna be up, or y'all gonna be like, I can't wait to see what Melissa found out. Because y'all already, if you know me, you know I'm gonna find out. So anyway, we hit the 2-hour mark. That means absolutely nothing here. But I think my husband's waiting on me to go to the gym. I already went, so I'm just gonna go, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe go in a hot tub or something. But he's waiting on me. So and I think we've what's a good pun? We've exhausted the electricity of this topic until tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. God only knows what we're going to talk about. Floss. I can't. Yes. Bless Reborn Spirit. Thank you for always rocking with me. Those of you that are in the background, you're just listening. Those of you that are catching the replay, it's always so many of you catching the replay. I will try to put the timestamps when I come back. But then again, I don't like to do that because I want you to watch the entire video. Total transparent moment. Watch the entire video. So with that being said, short circuit, it's a short circuit convo. I think I plugged into everything that I needed to cover for this live. And sometimes it's hard to stay on topic because I have so much to say about so many things, but we honed in and we made sure that everything that needed to transpire and to be released out to you guys was done. So with that being said, y'all already know I'm here Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, 4 o'clock West Coast time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I knew that was something. I had the flow going. Then I had a hard stop. But anyway, with that being said, my friend, be kind to one another and be the reason why someone smiles. Bye-bye.